When snowflakes gracefully fall and people layer up in their warmest attire, we find solace in the quiet and inviting sanctuary of our greenhouses, where the air is warm and the atmosphere soothing. There have been some minor changes after the recent update, but we will discuss them more thoroughly at the end of this video. Before we move on to the other tasks, let's make some remarks about our previous video. Thanks to a comment from one of our viewers, I have tested and confirmed that autocare talents can indeed contribute points towards the research tasks. Let me give you an example. The play music talent is a 3-hour mood autocare. For those 3 hours, it contributes 20 mood points towards the research task. Over a period of 3 hours or 180 minutes, the mood decay rate is 0.12 per minute. Let's consider if the mood truly generates points during this 3-hour period. We can do this by dividing the received points, 20, by 180 minutes, which equals to 0.11. This is approximately 0.12, which indicates that it's functioning as intended. Next, let's continue our plant research tasks. Today, we will specifically discuss Peony. Peony, also known as Paeonia, is a genus of flowering plants in the family Paeoniaceae. This plant comes in many varieties, ranging from early blooming peonies to late season peonies. Peonies are known for their large, showy flowers and long blooming season. Regarding the peony plant, it takes its time to grow fully, a total of 36 hours. Its seeds are rare and limited to just 10 units, so it's best to regularly purchase more seeds every week from the Bewildering Blooms shop for continued growth. Now, let's have a look at the tasks required to complete the research for the peony plant. The first task is to harvest 45 peony plants without letting their moisture level drop to 0. The second task is to sell a total of 60 golden quality peony plants. The third task is to harvest 100 plants of either purple or higher quality. The final task entails accumulating a total of 70,000 light points. We can skip over the first 3 tasks, as they will automatically be completed when we finish the 4th task. Now, the question is, how many pots do we need to accumulate a total of 70,000 light points? Given that the light point decay rate is 1 point per minute, we can figure out that we can gain 60 light points per hour. We know that the growth time of the peony is 36 hours, and each pot earns 60 light points per hour. By multiplying 60 points by 36 hours, each pot will accumulate a total of 2,160 light points. By dividing 70,000 light points by 2,160, representing the light points each pot can accumulate, we can estimate that we need approximately 33 pots to complete the 4th task. But we will skip the 4th task as well, because our primary challenge is to harvest peonies of every available color in golden quality. To unlock the last color in the talent tree, you need to harvest 250 plants. As the average yield of a non-combat plant is 5, you can estimate that you will require approximately 50 pots to accomplish this task. You might wonder how many days it will take to harvest 250 plants. We should note that the 36-hour growth time of the peony plant can be equated to 1.5 days. To determine the number of cycles required, we will need to divide 50 pots by 8. The maximum available pots. This will give us approximately 7 cycles. By multiplying 7 cycles by 1.5 days, the equivalent to 36-hour growth time, we get a total of approximately 10.5 days. Based on our calculations, we estimate that the entire process will take a duration of approximately 10 days and 12 hours to complete. And congratulations on having learned how to calculate advanced growth time hours for your research endeavors. We will now proceed to the next plant on our list. The mosaic flower, also known as Ludwigia cedioides, is a unique and vibrant plant species that is known for its beautiful mosaic pattern on its leaves. It is a popular choice for many witches and wizards due to its stunning appearance and versatility for use in a variety of magical concoctions. It typically inhabits slow-moving or standing bodies of water, such as ponds, lakes, and rivers, where it grows as a floating plant, with its leaves and flowers floating on the surface of the water. The plant can also grow in brackish habitats, which is a mixture of saltwater and freshwater, and can tolerate a wide range of temperatures. Please note that Ludwigia cedioides should not be confused with Ludwigia glandulosa, which we will discuss later on in this research guide. The mosaic flower's growth time is 36 hours, and it is typically found growing on the shores of the Black Lake. Let's review the research tasks associated with the mosaic flower. The first task is to harvest 100 plants while ensuring that the hygiene level never drops to 0. The second task is to sell 50 plants of golden quality. The third task is to harvest 100 plants that have never been invaded by weeds. The final task is to harvest 200 plants. Once again, the main challenge is unlocking all colors. And just like with the peonies, it will take approximately 10 days and 12 hours. To not waste time, we will skip the tasks for the mosaic flower and proceed to the next plant. Let's continue with the water hyacinth, which is a type of aquatic plant that is commonly found in still or slow-moving waters, such as ponds and lakes. It has large, thick leaves and bright purple or blue flowers that float on the water's surface. The water hyacinth is an invasive species in many parts of the world and can quickly take over bodies of water if not properly managed. Due to its rapid growth, it can also serve as an excellent ingredient for various magical concoctions. The water hyacinth also has a growth time of 36 hours, and it can be found in the underpass area of the Black Lake. Let's review the tasks associated with the water hyacinth. The first task is to harvest 45 plants from the Black Lake. The second task is to harvest 100 plants that have never been infested by weeds. The third task is to harvest 180 rare-colored plants. The final task is to sell 50 plants of golden quality. And of course, we must unlock all 6 colors, but in this particular case, it's not the main challenge associated with the water hyacinth. We'll leap over the relatively uncomplicated tasks and turn our focus to analyzing our primary challenge. Our most demanding task is harvesting 180 rare-colored plants. First and foremost, to start cultivating rare-colored plants, we must unlock at least the 5th color in the talent tree. To accomplish this task, we need to harvest 150 plants. When we divide 150 by 5, the average yield of a non-combative plant, we discover that the number of pots we require is 30. Using the same approach again, let's calculate the 180 rare-colored plants that are needed. So, by dividing 180 by the typical yield of 5 plants per pot, we can determine that a total of 36 pots will be required. When adding it all up, we need a total of 66 pots to finish all the tasks related to the water hyacinth. Working with the same growth cycle calculations followed for peonies, we can estimate that a total of 13 days and 12 hours are needed to cultivate the 66 necessary pots. Now, let's talk about the changes that were implemented during the recent server maintenance. If we check the notification board under the optimization section, we can notice that the seed obtain rates have been enhanced. Collecting 10 Niffler's fancies in the greenhouse guarantees at least 1 seed, while gathering 4 plants from other types of plants also guarantees seed. This means that collecting rose seeds can now be achieved in a quicker manner. This update does indeed look advantageous in terms of hastening the completion of research tasks. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. Although there is still so much more I would like to discuss with you, unfortunately, our time today is coming to a close. If you have any queries or need clarification, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Make sure to watch all the series to be fully informed. Additionally, for those who don't want to miss out on your favorite series or latest news, you are warmly welcome to join my Facebook group. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more content, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Don't you think these lessons are becoming repetitive?
I understand, but the more we return to the same subject matter, the better we can solidify them in our memories.